So I'm sitting here with a couple of professionals who I've had the pleasure of working with the past couple of days, but I will let you two introduce yourself to the folks at home.
I'm Jack Quirk, owner of KJ Productions.
I'm Renee Settlemyers. I'm writer and producer of KJ Productions.
Great. Well, we sure appreciate you coming all the way out here to Plentywood, Montana, but how is it that you ended up out here? And maybe you can talk a little bit about your experience working here in Plentywood.
Well, we do a lot of oil and gas safety videos for many major oil companies across the United States. We've been up in the North Dakota, Wyoming, Montana areas the last 3 or 4 years. And last winter we were here, we got a phone book, and I literally started looking up local companies. And that is how I found Bart Horner and Northern Oil Field Services.
Great. And so you just did a cold call? Or
I did. I emailed Bart. I kind of described who we are, what our company does, our experience. And what I liked about him was his reply was, okay, I'll bite. And we started up a conversation. I sent him links to our videos that we've done, some scripting ideas, things that we could do for his company. And it took almost a year, but we finally got into contract with him, and here we are.
Great. And so, Jack, Renee had mentioned that you work frequently with bigger companies. Mm-hmm. What was it like working with Northern Oilfield Services?
Well, you know, we work with Fortune 500, major Fortune 1000 international oil companies, and they're good to work with, but there's nothing like working directly with the owner of a company. You know, Bart and his crew were just amazing hosts. We'd email and they'd email us back. You know, everything, the contracting process, the whole time we were here, we ate dinner together, we ate lunch together, and we feel like we've made friends. You know, with the major companies, we work well with our contact, but it's not like working directly with the owner of a company and what that can bring to a situation.
Great. And Renee, how about your experience? Was there anything different, other than what Jack may have not covered already? Anything different that you noticed in working with this company?
I think it just made it more for us, more at ease, you know, knowing that the president and the owner of the company was right there. I admired his willingness to help out, make sure that, you know, we had everything that we needed. And we don't see that in the bigger companies. And so like Jack said, not only were we able to work directly with him, but, you know, we made a good friend too. So
great.
It was a good experience.
And so Jack and Renee, you've been here for 2 days. Can you tell the folks at home just what the last 2 days have been like? I mean, ultimately what we will have and be able to share with folks through our website a little bit later on?
Why don't you answer that?
Well, yesterday we were able to actually go out on some job sites, and we did a lot of filming, site-specific things, shot lists according to what the script needed. We have a drone that we used, and we got some nice little air. Can I say that?
If the FAA isn't watching, yes.
Aerials of the office and some job sites. The weather was very good to us, so that was nice. The community here, the place that we stayed, it was very accommodating and quiet. Today we finished up. We got some interviews done. It went very well. It went a lot more smooth than I thought it was going to. So it was a great experience.
So these will be videos for Northern Oilfield, videos of the company.
Yes.
Yeah. One thing that we specialize in is company-specific videos. You know, a lot of companies will use a generic safety video, and it's hard to take something like that seriously because it's somebody else's trucks and you don't recognize who you are. And what we specialize in is site-specific and company-specific videos. It is your people with your logos and your equipment, your locations, and people take that more seriously when they're viewing a safety video of all things.
So did you have actors come out and scripts? I mean, how long did it take to get everybody ready for this?
No, we don't use actors. We use the people that are actually doing the work. Sometimes they complain a little bit, but once we get going with them, they're usually very, very good because they're real. They're not actors, and that way you can take it more seriously. You don't have a guy that looks like he should have had a suit and tie on with a hard hat on. It just doesn't work. But if you got the real guy that's doing the real thing, you can believe it more.
Great.
And it's a pride thing for the company. And I think even though they might bulk a little bit, but I think deep down they enjoy doing it. They loved being a part of it and be able to show off a little bit, show off their company, and it was well deserved.
And one thing about this company in particular, Northern, is that we showed up, they were prepared. They had the trucks ready, they had the crews ready, they had the locations ready. We were able to move very, very quickly. They had worked with their business partners to make sure we had locations that we could shoot on. They were very cautious with us, making sure we were H2S safe, and we were doing the proper safety things. And sometimes that just doesn't happen in a big corporate situation. We end up wasting a lot of time because they're not well prepared. And the Northern people and Bart's people were very, very well prepared.
Wonderful. Well, are there any last comments that you have maybe about the company or your experience here in Montana as a whole this time?
Yeah, we want to come back, Bart. So be thinking of some more things we could do for your company.
Well, we're both from a small town and we appreciate a small town, but the hospitality here was just wonderful. I bought a new pair of boots here in this town and was very pleased with the hospitality.
Great. Well, we've sure enjoyed having you both out here. Thank you very much and have safe travels home.
Thanks, Jessica. We like you too.